We are now going to begin defining room dimensions. Let's start with a lower floor room. This is a foundation room. This is going to be our bath 1. So the area is 72.2 and the name is bath 1. So let's do this. Bath 1, 72.2, floor level B. You can see I have a list here of all the floors that I could define this room to be on. If you don't see the option here, then if you put it here, like for example, if I put crawl space or the number 1 here, that's going to give me an error. It must be one of these options. Occupancy in the bathroom, nope, not likely. Continuous ventilation, no. I'm not going to customize the temperature in the bathroom either. The above grade elements of the building, let's go consider the top facing direction first. So I'm just going to get these lengths in right now. 10.8 length facing the top of plan and 6.7 length facing the left of plan. 10.8 facing the top, 6.7 facing the left. I know because there's conditioned space above this that I'm going to have a rim joist, an exposed rim joist here, as well as here. I know that the header in our situation is on top of the foundation wall. It's not an embedded header. So we do have exposed header area of every lowest floor room. So because of that, I can actually just type in my only header ID here. We only have one. They're all the same. If they were different, I would have to go look and make sure I'm doing the correct one. But I know we only have one, and it's header ID 1. Now let's figure out our above grade walls. So let's go look at the northeast elevation, face the building, and look to our right. That's going to tell us what's going on this length here. Here is the northeast elevation on the right side. So what I can see here, this is our bathroom, is that it's full concrete wall. So there is no pony wall. And 3 feet of that concrete wall are above grade. So for this 10.8 length here, I'm not going to type any ID for the wall because there is no above grade wall. However, I do have a foundation element. I'm not going to customize the slab area. The only time I would customize the slab area is if the room that I'm defining is not fully foundation slab. And that is actually the case for this room, the bedroom, right? Because this is all slab, except this bump out here is not slab. So in that situation, we would actually have to define a custom slab temperature. But in our situation, we don't. The exposed length of the slab edge is 10.8 feet. It's the same as this length here. The wall height is full, which I know is 8 feet. And the exposed foundation height above soil line is 3. Notice I typed the full foundation wall height here. Even though this says total exposed foundation wall height, some people think that means exposed to air, like above the concrete. This means fully exposed to soil and to air. So that's the full wall, and this is what's exposed. This is the height that's above the soil line. Okay, that one's done. Now let's go to this left-facing wall, which is 6.7 feet. And let's look on the northwest elevation, face the building, and look to our left. Northwest. Northwest elevation on the left of the building, looking left. This is that bathroom wall that we're talking about here. So the first thing I see is that the concrete wall is 6 feet tall, and we have a 2-foot pony wall above that. So I am going to type in ID 1 here for our regular above grade wall, right? If I go over here and click IDs, wall ID 1 is our W1. That's all of our exposed walls, not including the attic walls. And the area of that wall is going to be equal to 2, which is the height, multiplied by the length. You'll also notice this number is the same as the automatically calculated area. That's because in the building volume and area calculator, if you remember, we said the foundation wall height is 6, knowing that we would have to customize some. Well, lucky for us, this is one of the ones we wouldn't have to customize. It's automatically calculating this area correctly. Next, where we have 6.7 feet as our exposed slab edge length, what is our foundation height? 6. What is our height above soil line? That's a good question. It's been measured here on the plans as 1.9. That's how far the foundation comes up above the soil line. On sloped foundations like this, you can take it in the middle, which is like the average, which will give you an accurate equivalent height for above soil line height. So 1.9 is our above soil height. Now I'm going to check for windows and doors in this bathroom. I do not have any windows. I do not have any doors. Let's just imagine that in this bathroom, right here, there was a window, right in the concrete wall. Let's say it's a 2x3 window. I would say, okay, in the top facing wall, we've got a 2 foot by 3 foot window. Overhang would be nothing, so I'm going to leave those blank. Let's say it was ID 1. The other important thing here is since that is actually in the concrete wall, this hypothetical window, we would type Y here. This tells the calculator that this window is actually built in the concrete, not in some pony wall. If, however, this window was on the left-facing wall, let's imagine that window was here. So we go to the northwest and look left, and we would see this little 2x3 window here. We could type window ID 1, 2 foot by 3 foot window, and we don't have to say it's in the foundation wall because this wall is actually in the pony wall. It's in this 13 feet of pony wall. And similar for doors. If you have a door that's in the foundation, you need to type in a Y in this column. But when I'm typing in this door, I'm not going to type that, right? Because this is all pony wall down here. You'll see that when we get to it.